Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about reflections. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right into some examples. This first example on the left, find the image of the triangle over axis of reflection L. So we would just want to reflect it right over this. So you can think about drawing, let's just think about these 3 points of the triangle. And if we draw a line going perpendicular to the axis of reflection, well, this was 1, 2, 3, 4 units away. So when it's reflected over to the other side, it's going to end up being 1, 2, 3, 4 units away as well. This dot was 2 units away, and it's going to end up 2 units away. This one was also 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can fill in the sides. And there we've got the reflection of that triangle across that particular axis. All right, on our next example over to the right, we have 3 points, A, B, and C, and this time we have 2 axes, L1, which is horizontal, and L2, which is vertical. Okay, so we want to find the images of A, B, and C over the axis L1 and then over the axis L2, and we're going to go ahead and draw those out. So really, we're going to do the same thing we did. We just need to keep track of which line we're using. So we're using the horizontal one first. All right, so A, we go perpendicular up. A was 3 units up, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 units down to the other side, and let's call that A prime. B was 1, 2, 3, 4. So from our axis of reflection, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the opposite direction. And C is on the axis of reflection. And what that means, right, it's 0 distance away, so its reflection is going to be 0 distance away. So C is what we call a fixed point. And any point that's on your axis of reflection is called a fixed point because its reflection isn't going to move it anywhere. Okay, now let's go ahead and do them over L2. So now going to the right. Well, let's just start with B. B was 1 away over here, so it's going to be right here. There's B prime. A was 1, 2, 3 units away, so it'll be 1, 2, 3 units away across here. There's A prime. And C, well, now this axis L1 doesn't matter. We're totally disregarding it. C is 1, 2 units away, so it's 2 units away on the other side, C prime. And there we've got it. Let's do one more example. Given a point P and its image, P prime, under a reflection, find the axis of reflection. So all we know is that this point P here gets sent to this point P prime. Okay, what we're going to do to find the axis of reflection, we're going to draw a straight line between the 2 points, the point that we started with and its image, and the perpendicular bisector is the axis of reflection. So the axis of reflection is, let's change to the color that we're going to use, the perpendicular bisector. All right. So we can see, right, this is sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal squares across. So that midpoint is right here, and perpendicular is going to go straight through here. Right, there's a right angle there, and there's our axis of reflection, L.